The UK's impending Employment Rights Bill represents a significant upheaval. With more than 28 amendments designed at bolstering worker protections, it looms as a substantial shift in UK employment law. However, the UK's reforms to employment legislation provide a significant challenge for employers. First and foremost, companies are now under pressure to fulfill important responsibilities like required equality action plans, more stringent public sector outsourcing regulations, and proactive steps to stop sexual harassment. This indicates that HR specialists in the UK are devoted to reforming policies day and night. What isn't being discussed is how these changes to UK employment legislation may eventually result in even more layers of bureaucracy. Opponents of the Employment Rights Bill, including the Federation of Small Businesses, FSB, have referred to it as a chainsaw to job-killing measures. Welcome to UK Decoded. Please subscribe to the channel for daily updates on hot topics concerning UK politics and royal family with detailed breakdown. The well-meaning reforms in the bill are said to ignore the practical challenges of managing a business. According to the government's own impact assessment, firms lose £5 billion a year. It is evident that fair play is not the only goal of the Employment Rights Bill of 2025. At some point, the question of survival arises. SMEs are now at risk because they bear an estimated 60% of these expenses. While public sector outsourcing may soon become a regulatory minefield, umbrella businesses in labor supply chains also face challenges. An unfair burden on businesses has been brought to light by the Employment Rights Bill. Implementing fair pay agreements in industries like social care or requiring bereavement leave from the start requires micro-enterprises with narrower profit margins to balance additional payroll costs. 62% of businesses anticipate cost increases, with 1 in 5 expecting a large extent increase, per a recent CIPD poll. Businesses will now have to deal with tight finances and even employment freezes as a result. We already live in a world that is strained by post-Brexit talent shortages, says Sarah Erdick, founder of a boutique recruitment business in Manchester. Our flexibility is now eliminated by regulations that forbid zero-hours contracts and demand fixed hours. 92% of small firms now fear a wave of disruption due to increased national insurance contributions, according to the British Chambers of Commerce. The issue of tribunal overload is another. Experts expect that as day one rights increase access to claims, the already backlogged court system will be overloaded with new cases. HR departments may become temporary courts as a result of this, requiring costly legal assistance and time away from key functions. These problems are made worse by the broader economic environment. In the 3 months leading up to June 2025, the UK's unemployment rate increased little to 4.7%, while the number of paid employees fell by 149,000 in the previous year. With fewer openings, employers are increasingly worried about rising expenses. Many people think it's the ideal formula for economic stagnation. The most recent quarter saw a 44,000 drop in vacancies, indicating that employers are being cautious in their recruiting as they prepare for the 2026 implementation of the Employment Rights Bill. Since HR experts are now shifting to proactive adaptations, there is yet hope. Through workshops on preventing harassment and creating equality strategies, they are investing in HR training. To simplify outsourcing regulations and turn significant problems into opportunities, many have made investments in automated compliance software. Labour claims that the Employment Rights Bill creates a fair and level playing field, but does it actually hinder growth? The argument is still going strong. Business lobbies like the IOD present significant risks, even as unions cheer protections for workers who are most in need. There is a window for conversations to express their concerns because the majority of the regulations are postponed until 2026. See our comprehensive guide on HR compliance best practices or flexible working trends in 2025 for additional information on adjusting to these changes.